What is up, guys? Sith Lord Portal here from the Bald Legion, and today I'll be guiding you guys through the Valentine's event on ALS. For this event, it's not too bad overall. You're able to get multiple decent loot through the shop, which will require a few rounds of grinding. Plus, the units in the actual summoning, quite a few of them will be essential for World 3 once it comes out. My recommendation is in a summon, the two units primarily you're looking for is the Maka and Cursed Child, as well as the Angelist, which both of them are pretty much the peak units of this update, and then third place would go to Rias with Issei. And the remainder of the units, quite frankly, they're not worth much other than just collectibles. In this update, you have access to the bingo, to the battle pass, which will take quite a bit to grind through. The bingo card, pretty much as long as you complete one run, you get one stamp. Pretty much like all past events. And when it comes to your daily quests, you can only complete them once forever because the update currently is broken, but it doesn't stop you from at least completing them. Now I'm going to show you guys the mode you primarily want to grind to get more candy hearts, which is the currency for this update, as well as it drops 3 of the evolution items with 50 pity on each, which they're pretty generous with a 5% drop boost, which all units give 50% once they're fully evolved towards currency, as well as your skins give you 25%. And there's some of the units that actually do have, like the new units have actual skins for this. So my recommendation is you start off by placing down your pretty princess, or pretty prisoner, sorry, or any angel in this case. Just to hold you over for a bit. And pre-prep your Dark Child and or Lonely Child and the Angelist. Because I'll show you guys that you can do this event without the Godly Goku. I have him on the team, but I'm not actively going to use him. And we're going to go for max currency, so you want +1 on all your kills. And now we'll be upgrading the Angelist. We'll go for the 50% or the 50 currency per wave. And primarily you want to upgrade the Angelist because it's the strongest unit overall out of the bunch. Because Cursed Child and Maki take slightly too long to get online, because their attacks fluctuate quite a bit, as you can currently see. And you'll see very quickly that this is only a 35 wave activity, and this bar down here is the Succubus bar, which spawns a 900 or 9.99 trillion health boss, which you can indeed kill with the units that are currently on the board. And this is the mode that you will primarily be farming for your currency, because you'll be getting between 44,000 upwards to 75,000 once you have the max percentages. And it's called the Valentine's Kiss. That's what you'll primarily be farming for and grinding once you start playing this event. And now for the portion that I personally dread, which is the love trial. Which, once again, all the evolution items are 50 pity. But the thing is, it only gives you 1,000 candy currency, a title, and 1 love stamp. And this here is only a 30 wave activity, and it gives you random meta units every 10 waves. And your units also decay over time, which locks them from attacking once their timers are up. But this game also gives you these things called candygrams every 10 waves. Or, sorry, every 5 waves. You get one every 5, but you require 2 of them to be able to activate them. So every 10 waves, you can activate it to pick 2 units that haven't been locked out yet to basically make them permanent units that will remain on the board for that can still attack. And this mode takes quite a bit longer compared to the other one. The other one on average takes a minute and a half to complete. This mode here takes 7.5 minutes, which you're not gaining much from doing this other than the items. So my recommendation to everyone is once you have your evolution items, unless you want some training fodder to try to get the units out of the summons, if you're very unlucky, primarily the 2 items you want a lot of is the Crown of Despair and the Love Fruit. Those 2 items are very, very valuable right now, and you do want to grind for them if you want to be able to trade pretty much for any unit within this update. Even myself today, once I collected all the units, even I had to grind for the Crowns of Despair to be able to trade to get most of my units. Because the only 2 that dropped or the only 3, sorry, that dropped naturally was only Lonely Child, Ria's, as well as the Pre Angel were the only 3 that dropped for me. The remainder 4 I had to do trading to receive because I already used about 4 million currency in the summon and still never got anything but doubles of my units. And now I'll show you guys in one wave how to use the candygrams. As soon as wave 10 rolls around, I'll show you guys. Because all you do is click on the candygram, click on 1 unit, then click on candygram again, and click on your 2nd unit. You have to do it before their timers are gone, otherwise it will not work. You'll just lock them out. And overall, there's no way to gain massive amounts of currency in this mode, so like yeah, you're getting a boost, but you're only getting that base 1,000 plus whatever amount for the kills. And the candygrams are the only thing that's giving you a boost to your units as well for candy. So overall for this mode, you're not farming it for the candy, you're exclusively farming it to get some crowns or the love fruit. I've noticed as well that the 3rd place item among these are the Ragnarok. Quite a few people do want it right now, but that's mostly just to evolve the unit. That's not even because the unit's any good. Which, don't get me wrong, the unit's actually not that bad. It's just it's dwarfed in comparison of the 2 main meta units, which is the Angelist and the Maki. But yes, every 10 waves you cycle through new units. And this is the activity that will take the longest amount of time, and it's quite tedious, don't get me wrong, but at least the items are still worth it, if you are trying to collect all the units at least. And who knows, you might be lucky and actually collect items before you hit pity. For example, I've been getting a lot of the love fruits, which came in handy to try to trade for units, as well as I've managed to snag 2 Crowns of Despair. And currently, there are some people actually trading 1 love fruit to receive a Crown of Despair. But Crowns of Despair is the most valuable item of the entire update because of how good Angelist actually is. And for the title, if you're a title collector, you can farm this mode, but personally, I used to be a title collector and I've given up on them. And there you have it. This is completion, and it only gave me 15,000 for 7.5 minutes of playtime, which it's not worth farming this other than just the items. I can't, I cannot stress that enough. And now we'll just check to see if I have enough to hit the summon just to show you guys. First we'll collect from the battle pass. And now we'll do, there's 2 banners. There's the one for the skins, which if you would like the skins, go for the skins. Otherwise, do hits on your regular banner, and it doesn't show it, but there is a secret unit in here, which is your pre angel. It's not listed here as the features, but it does count as one of the features with the same percentage odds. And now we just did this summon, and we got absolutely, like, we got summoned in new skins, but there you have it. That's the current new update, which you have access to quite a few new codes as well, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys found this informative, and hopefully there's more to come. Poros signing off.